right? Like maybe 42 minutes to get this price and to get this deal on something that's phenomenal. You're seeing this on a plastic fork because follow me along here because I'm about to put this in my mouth and eat this. This is Mama Mancini's meatballs. We always talk about how delicious they are. They are a heat and eat. And when you heat and eat these, you'll be like, let me be transported for a second. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
You know what that's the sound of?
I've taken a plane to
Happy
Italy.
family.
That is what that is the sound of. Happy family. Mouth
You
quiet.
just got me licking my finger.
Because everybody's going, oh, I love that. Right? Delicious. And we don't just think so. You do too. These beef 3-cheese meatballs voted best meatball by you last year. Plant-based meatballs voted best plant-based food by you last year. The sauce that's on top, best sauce by you last year. And up for best meatball, up for best sauce, up for most recommended brand this year. So I gotta share with you, 8 pounds of food is coming home to you for $53 and change. Let that sink in. 4 pounds of the beef and 4 pounds of the sauce for $13.48. Or 4 pounds of the plant-based and 4 pounds of sauce. So the only choice you're making is whether or not you want the plant-based meatballs or the beef meatballs. Everybody gets the 4 pounds of sauce. A total of 8 pounds of food ships to your home for free, $13.48. And now you have 41 minutes to get this price and to get this opportunity.
Rach, I gotta tell you, if somebody
I have no auto delivery. I have no auto delivery on this. No, I wanted to check to see if I had auto delivery, and I have no auto delivery on this. M79347. And Alberti, you're here. What were you gonna say? Because I'm gonna eat. You were gonna say Rach something.
Yeah, I was gonna say if nobody told me that the plant-based meatball was plant-based, I'd think it was a beef meatball.
That's how sneaky Daniel Mancini is.
Yeah, Daniel Mancini.
Daniel Mancini. That's how great his sauce is, and that's how much it is just beloved by all of us. Come on in, Daniel Mancini. I think we need you to talk for a second and tell us the history of Mama Mancini's and about your grandma Mancini, Anna Mancina.
I love this sneaky comment because I have to tell you, when we decided to bring the plant-based meatballs to QVC, we worked on it for several years, and I have to be honest with you, I was like, would my grandmother approve of this? And we kept tasting and tasting, and we finally started. So we decided to use the Beyond Meat plant-based protein, and we did that. And I tried them, blind tested, and I have to tell you, my grandmother would be so proud because she always made sure on her table was something for everyone. And the 3-cheese beef meatball, everyone loves that one. Voted best meatball, this past year. You're getting the Romano, the Asiago, the Parmesan Reggiano cheese blended into that, and the sauce. You're getting 4 pounds of sauce with the 4 pounds of meatballs. And I have to tell you guys, when I woke up this morning, went online to see what price this was coming out at, I had to go get like an espresso and open my eyes. I said, am I really seeing this?
Yeah.
It's incredible. We have never done anything like this.
An incredible offer. I'm just going to come back here for 1 second because we are really busy on the phones right now. 600 have already been ordered. Here's what I want you to know.
Wow.
These are fully cooked. All you're doing is heating and eating. So fully cooked 4 pounds of food coming to you in your choice. And honestly, get both. The flavor is so fantastic.
It is
and we'll
good.
walk through the flavor profiles in a second. But the beef, that's that 3-cheese beef, of course, with the Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan. And then, as Daniel was just talking to you about, it's the Beyond Meat, so delicious, 4 pounds of that, and 4 pounds of sauce. If you could come down here with me, I just want to show you how you can use the 4 pounds of sauce. This is 1 pound of sauce on like a boatload of pasta.
Yeah.
You're gonna get 4 of those. You could get 4 meals like this and use your meatballs in something else however you want to. 4 easy payments of $13.48, but run, don't walk. Put this in your cart, check out. You will thank us and go, oh my heavens, Alberti and Rachel, and all of you who voted on Customer Choice Food Awards, thank you for giving me the heads up on something that was so delicious that I don't have to cook. I'm not waiting for the sauce to be perfect for days and days.
That's
the
right.
sauce already is perfect for days and days. This is the 3-cheese, Daniel. Will you tell us about the 3-cheese meatball that I have here?
Absolutely. So the beef that we use, we bring only in from the United States. It arrives fresh to our facility every single day, and then we put that into our mixers and we blend in the 3 cheeses: the Romano, the Asiago, the Parmesan. Then we only use eggs, parsley, onion, a little bit of breadcrumb. That's it. And the breadcrumb we use panko because it's the purest. We follow my grandmother's recipe exactly. Then we hand roll them, and then we marry them with sauce. And they're absolutely delicious. And you know what, guys? When you cut that meatball open, you see meat. You don't see the breadcrumbs in the you don't see all the junk.
You know what, Daniel? I need to jump in here for a second because if any of you, and I'm going to come on over here, I just want to show you that Beyond Meat. Yes, and by the way, I only have 300 remaining. So if you've always wanted to try Daniel Mancini's meatballs and you're like, you know, but I don't actually eat meat and beef, this is your opportunity, but only 300 of you are going to get it. It tastes like beef. I wanted to cut into it to show you and how flavorful it is, right? It's got, and it has the chew. You know what? It has the texture, right, Alberti? That it tastes like meat.
Nailed it.
It totally takes on Anna Mancini's recipe beautifully. Over 900 of these have been spoken for. Customers are buying more than one, so thank you for that. Come on over here one more little step because I just want to show you.
Well, there's no auto delivery.
You can make 8 different meals, right? Whether it is with the Beyond Beef or whether it's with the beef meatballs, 8 different meals for $53. That's crazy. Just add your own pasta. I would love, Daniel, for you to show us the pictures of Anna Mancini because let's talk about your heritage and where you got your recipes and inspiration.
So there's baby Daniel.
So that's my and that's a towel on my head. People always say, what did your grandmother put on your head? There was a pool. I grew up in her home in Brooklyn. She came here with my grandfather in 1921 from Italy, and I learned all her recipes. I was the one kid in the family who she would put the stool up, and I learned every single one because I knew when she cooked, everyone showed up. I mean, there were times where I would say to her, Grandma, shut the windows. The aroma is wafting out. People are lining up outside for the meatball. And honestly, that's not far from the truth because everyone knew Sunday was at my grandmother's house. So I learned all those recipes. And, I always say,
Daniel, I just asked for extra. I asked for extra. They came and brought me extra.
They're so good.
Extra.
And I would love to take a little minute to talk about the sauce because what happened, I can't even believe I'm talking with my mouth full. I'm so sorry. The sauce, Daniel originally brought the meatballs and everybody was like, could you please give us more sauce? So let's look at the ingredients that you have in the sauce because I know it's these tomatoes that make it so smooth.
Not acidic.
So, again, no, that's exactly right. And the reason is because we use whole tomatoes that we crush, olive oil, onion, garlic, and a bay leaf. And not a lot of onions or garlic. And we cook it just enough. We don't let it cook for 10 hours because that creates that thick sauce that gives you that acid reflux. Because we know when you get it home, you're going to heat it up for another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. So you're really cooking it even further. And the sauce is clean, and we don't add sugar.
No
it's
sugar.
Simple,
I
just had my last bite. I had my last bite of plant-based. I'm so sad.
I want you to take a picture of. I just spin the camera around to little Alberti over here. He's on a stool with his legs swinging.
I'm so happy.
He's like happy boy over here. I'm not even sure. He's like a kid. Like wee! I'm on the stool and I'm eating my second plate of meatballs.
My mom used to feed me on a stool in the kitchen all the time. Like she'd like prop me up and like feed me right there. And I gotta say, I wish this is what I was eating. This is so delicious. Whether it's plant-based or beef. By the way, beef is my favorite all the time. And I always order the beef ones. And they're never tough. These meatballs are never, they're like hand rolled, right, Daniel?
Hand rolled. We hand roll them. They are hand rolled. If you,
we lost volume.
So the secret to this is, a lot of companies, when they make meatballs, they mix them in mixers. And then what ends up happening, the beef becomes very hard. And that's not what we do. These are just, you could cut these with a fork easily, right?
Yeah, a plastic fork.
Soft
We're doing it.
And pillowy.
Like a cheap, a cheap cafeteria fork
I know,
even works.
that's what we have. I have a plastic fork. He's got the cheapo cafeteria fork. That's all you need. I've got over 1,300 orders. I've got hundreds of people on the phone right now. We're down to, what are we down to, Chunky, on the plant-based? And the plant, I only have 150 total remaining. Remember, no auto delivery on this. You look at this and you're looking at $53, right, for 8 pounds of food. I want to just be clear on that. 8 pounds, right, that's already cooked. You know, we're going to ask Daniel about the process to make each one of these meatballs and the sauce because he makes it, you know, the time-honored way. So you've got your plant-based meatballs if you'd like, or 4 pounds of the beef. Now, all of these are award-winning. The plant-based was the best plant-based item last year. The beef, best meatball last year. The sauce, best sauce last year. Daniel has curated for us the best of the best, said by 75,000 of you. That's who voted in these categories. It was the winner, winner. And I have fewer than 1,000 total remaining now.
gosh.
Absolutely no auto delivery.
Please,
I
they're
want to
so
just
good.
show you. This is how much food is coming to your home. And
It's real food, by the way. It's not junk food. It's not fast food. It's real food.
And then, Daniel, can you tell us how you make these meatballs and what time-honored recipe is like?
Yeah.
Like, it takes hours, and when you're simmering the sauce.
Absolutely. This recipe takes us from when we start to when we actually package them about 5 hours. It's going to take you 15 minutes. Now, remember, they all show up. You're going to get 4 1-pound pouches of meatballs with the sauce. You're going to get 4 1-pound pouches of the sauce.
Yep.
These will stay frozen up to a year. And I always tell people, if you take out a pouch and put it in your refrigerator and you forget about it, as long as you don't open it, it's safe for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can put it back into the freezer. But once you heat these up, that aroma is going to fill your home. You are going to think grandma's in the house cooking. And you know what? We're all back together.
Yeah, I'm down
Families
to my...
coming over.
Yeah.
This is going to sell out.
Yeah.
This is going to sell out. I'm down to my final 800. Here's the thing. With the pouch, right, all you do is heat the pouch for 15, 20 minutes on your stove from thawed, right? Heat the pouch. And you have delicious, Daniel just showed you, the meatballs come in the pouch with sauce. You put this in your saucepan and you're like, whoa. There's food. And then if you wanted to put it in a bun, you totally could. A roll and have a sausage sandwich, you totally could, like a meatball sandwich, excuse me. Yeah, or you could put it on top of the pile of spaghetti that you like, or you can just add it with some vegetables like I like to do. Like, there's my protein, here are my veggies. It's M79347. These are going to go because they are going so quickly. Go ahead, Daniel. You wanted to show us one thing?
Yeah, I wanted to show you this. So my grandmother would take whatever bread was left in the house, whether it's a hamburger roll, even a hot dog roll, or white bread. She loved white bread because she did anything that was American. She worked it in. She would crush the meatballs in a bowl with a fork, mix it with some of the sauce, put it on a roll with cheese.
Boom.
Nothing better.
Boom.
Absolutely delicious.
Thank you, Daniel Mancini.
Those are going to sell out.
Thank you.
I'm down to my
guys.
final 600. We love you too. 100 plant, 500 beef, and that's it. The price goes up in 30 minutes. It's the lowest price you'll see for the rest of the year.
I think
this price goes up in 30 minutes, and you're not going to get it again for the rest of the year.